got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 24, Jones. And it's hauled in by Nick Vannett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now Jones apparently a little unsure of everything here, so he steps back and signals for timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. With it is Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 24. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Henry up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A first down carry for Henry. We'll get this up to about the 44. From the 44, Willis. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeaux, off the edge and dropping him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. The slot man in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, powering forward. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because They have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And the Giants are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Willis. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Willis. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. Cup 19. Go.
Now Willis on 3rd down. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Willis to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Willis. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Malik Willis with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Bully good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
79 Broncos.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
19 right.
On first down, Willis. And Shark hauls it in. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Chark, 51 yards. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes our score 17-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Go, Reed, go!
3rd down, it's Willis. And he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Jones now to throw on third down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run for it with Barkley, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Slot man moves right. Henry again on 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. From the 30 on second down, Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Up the middle with Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got Bellinger. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Jones going to keep once more. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Barkley, inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Uses the stiff arm. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
18 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Come on. 18, 5 years.
1st and 10, it's Willis. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DJ Chark. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Titans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants,